Salutations, humans! It is I, Kobald, here to talk to you about my favorite match of the last year. It's fun. Wrestling is fun. The Throwbacks versus Devastation Corporation. I've been in the ring with all four of these guys, and they impress me. I admire them. I like wrestling them because they make you bring your A game out. Each one of them is a wonderful athlete. And watch the match, and you'll see why they're so good and why it's my favorite match.
Main event time. Leonard Carson and Gavin Loudspeaker here, and these two men are just going after it. The Throwbacks taking on the Devastation Corporation in a first-time ever encounter as we close out the 2013 season here for Wrestling It's Fun.
Hooks the leg, and let me tell you something. Mr. Touchdown didn't back down one bit. Blaster came out blasting away. Mr. Touchdown fighting tooth and nail, giving up a lot of size to the big Blaster.
A lot of size, sure, he's got a height advantage on him, but I think these two men are probably equally matched when it comes to strength.
Certainly in athleticism, Mark Angelosetti stands head and shoulders above anybody.
We saw after some disagreements earlier this year back at our pay-per-view event that you can get as well from our friends at Smart Mark Video, SMVOD, Cruel Summer. We saw Mark Angelosetti and Dasher Hatfield finally get on the same page, put their differences aside. Family got involved. Here they are taking on one of the biggest and baddest tag teams in all of wrestling.
Oh, absolutely. We have seen carnage in their path as the Devastation Corporation has, well, quite frankly, demolished their opposition. The Bears who's who of tag teams in the world of professional wrestling.
There it is, third drop kick finally takes Blaster down. And there's the tag, Dasher Hatfield. The heart and soul of the Throwbacks, both Throwbacks in there now. Wait, reversal there by Blaster.
Well, we know that when they want to, Dasher and Mr. Touchdown almost got three. Dasher and Mr. Touchdown are a well-oiled tandem. They've gone all the way to championship title matches. Almost winning the big one a few times, hooking the leg there. Small package job.
Not enough to keep Blaster McMassive down. Now Dasher looking to maybe slow the pace down. Dasher also, I think, can go strength, power for power with Blaster McMassive. Dasher in impeccable shape as well.
Absolutely, Dasher's just got that natural-born strength that comes from outdoor living.
Well, being an old-timey king of swing, you know? He's the type of guy to go eat a steak, smoke a cigar, and then, hit 3 for 4 in a doubleheader, you know?
That's not bad. Batting .750, that's amazing. All-star material. Bulldog!
Great tandem offense here at the early goings by the Throwbacks, and we almost saw the match end right there. And Max Smashmaster chomping at the bit, wanting to get in this contest.
You're right about the strength of Mr. Touchdown. Did you see him lift Blaster McMassive just now? For that gut buster. And almost got a 3 there. Of course, that powerful right hand of Dasher as well. Formidable weapon, that underhand pitch.
And now finally Smashmaster in the contest for the Devastation Corporation. You see Bacabella's got his face painted up like his guys do?
I saw that.
He's an interesting fellow, that Sidney Bacabella, but right now, Dasher rocking and reeling, both members of the Devastation Corporation. Dasher perched up on the second rope.
Maybe Juan Francisco de Coronado can follow around Sidney Bacabella in a pith helmet.
That I would pay to see, but Juan Francisco de Coronado's got a little bit more on his docket. He's going to be the manservant of Shenron coming up.
Home plate. And that was not a safe place to be at all for the Big Mac Smashmaster.
Devastation Corporation outside the ring. Angelosetti, what's he got in mind here? Up and over. into the waiting arms. Holding on, Dasher maybe going for the baseball slide. They lift Angelosetti up. A little smack in the hiney for both men.
Dasher always staying one step ahead of his opposition.
Ooh.
Outthinking his much larger opponents. Not that DevCorp does too much thinking on their own. I think Sidney Bacabella takes care of that department. Don't tell him I said that.
I don't know if he's upgraded the MP4s yet. He was trying to sell me a laser disc of Serpent in the Rainbow backstage.
He told me he has LPs.
Oh boy.
I don't know what that means. Right now we got both throwbacks with Blaster goes right into the turnbuckle. Maybe a little 2-on-1 is what they need here to get the advantage over the devastating DevCorp.
Look at that clothesline, just took touchdown right out of his shoes.
Mark Angelosetti just took on an incredible clothesline, incredible force. And now into the corner, head first into the buckle tags match, Smashmaster. In this match of big and strong men, he is quite possibly the biggest and strongest.
And we've seen him take to the top rope as well. You know, he dives to the outside, moonsaults. So he can match these guys for agility as well.
Quite frankly, he's willing to do whatever Sidney Bacabella asks him to do. He tells him to jump off the top rope, he does it. Whether it's in the best interest of someone's career or not.
And Bacabella, gem that he is, only takes 65% of these guys' pay. Do you believe that?
Is that off the top or that's before the gross? Hooks that bar leg.
Oh, we're talking gross. We're not talking net. Bacabella's a businessman first and foremost. He'll tell you that.
You could hear the impact as Smashmaster just dismantles Mr. Touchdown. Look out, roll up, Mr. Touchdown, trying to get the weight of Smashmaster over his shoulders, but unable to do so, and caught that lariat. He caught the business end of that lariat, no. 2 count only.
Smashmaster may be starting to get a little frustrated here. But you see, Angelosetti, even though they've only been teaming here and Wrestling is Fun for a short time, has that great presence of mind, trying to get to the corner, trying to make that tag.
Mr. Touchdown is a fighter. We know that. We've seen him in epic matchups.
This may not have been the smartest thing on a touchdown here, trying to get the big man over. That's nearly 400 pounds.
No.
You're trying to get over.
He got it, though.
It doesn't matter because he's not the legal man.
Smashmaster able to make the tag before he went over, knowing that Blaster was on the way in.
And now Blaster McMassive here, just wrenching back on the head and neck of Mr. Touchdown, trying to keep him away from the ropes, trying to keep him away from his partner, trying to keep him from rolling outside. That also forced the tag here.
Touchdown now, up to both feet here. A couple elbows to the abdomen. Oh no, a Blaster, so muscular, so strong. The blows didn't faze him, but the power slam didn't put away Mr. Touchdown.
And again, right back to their corner, right to the Devastation Corporation corner, quick tag. Headbutt, just a... And again, what the Devastation Corporation do in the ring is not pretty.
No,
there's not a lot
fancy.
of finesse to what they do.
I would call it primitive. I would call it base. Just a crushing blow on the man's cranium.
And you hear these fans gabbing here in Reading, getting behind the throwbacks, getting behind Mr. Touchdown.
Trying to chop down the big redwood.
Mr. Touchdown having a good eye there, seeing McMassive's not the legal man of the ring, ducks the clothesline, don't want to get another one of those, ducks the big back elbow.
He cannot afford that, and that is the opening Mr. Touchdown needed. He's in the wrong corner right now, but he's got to get back over and make the tag.
And you saw Bacabella there flagging his man over, making sure he knew exactly where he was. Angelosetti was so close. Connects with the Enziguri. What does he have? Oh, what is this? Come on, get Bacabella off the apron here.
Sidney Bacabella up on the apron as Mr. Touchdown tags his step cousin-in-law.
Dasher's in the ring. He's the legal man. But Bryce didn't see the tag. This is what makes the Devastation Corporation so deadly, is they've got the mind.
All right, well, Bryce has got Dash back in his corner. It's time for him to turn around now. We've had a double team on Mr. Touchdown now for a while. And at this point, Bryce Remsburg needs to turn around.
There was no tag. Good job, good job, Russ.
And you know, you hear Bacabella saying, good job, ref. He was out here on commentary the whole time saying how terrible Bryce is, what a rotten person he is. Of course, when it suits his men, when it benefits him, everyone's his friend. But there you see Smashmaster missed that big senton. He was high up in the air there, and he would have splatted touchdown like a pancake if he connected.
Sidney does whatever benefits that pay envelope. Finally makes the tag. There's that underhand shot. Elbow to the side.
Dasher finally in. He's been chomping at the bit to get in here, to get his hands on the Devastation Corporation. Just waiting for McMassive to get to his feet, ducks under the big clothesline. Rolls him up.
All the way underneath, hooks the legs. Blaster. Able to somehow kick out of that hold, but down goes Dasher with incredible force. And if it weren't for Mr. Touchdown, thinking the throwbacks might already be on their way back to the locker room, but luckily for them, Mr. Touchdown in the right place at the right time.
Well, you got to question the smarts here on Touchdown getting back into this contest so soon after taking so much punishment from the Devastation Corporation, but he's hanging in there with both guys.
Mr. Touchdown, back and forth. With shots and right in to the running freight train. Flying locomotive. Amtrak with wings.
Dasher luckily able to break it up with that baseball slide. Rolling Smashmaster to the outside, making McMassive the legal man. Dasher throwing hard elbows to the side of Blaster McMassive's skull, trying to get him up for a suplex. Blaster reverses. Too much power from one half of the one-third of the complete Devastation Corporation. Of course, Flex Rumble Crunch, conspicuous by his absence. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oleg the Usurper, flown a run. Jaka unaccounted for tonight. You never know where the rest of Bacabella's army will be lurking around.
Lucha Libre rules in effect.
McMassive to the outside. Smashmaster, the legal man, just stepping over that top rope. Dasher waiting for him. He wants a piece. Turns him around. He's trying to get him up for Bo Jackson. I don't know, that guy's too big to get him up, I think. No matter how strong you are, Dasher.
Those body blows had no effect at all on Max Smashmaster. He's a behemoth. And right in the corner.
Not a lot of momentum, but a lot of weight behind that.
Coming crushing down on your sternum like that. Crushing your lungs, crushing your rib cage.
Don't tell him what to do. Excuse me?
Max Smashmaster driving Dasher in hard.
Caught him up on his shoulder. Could be going for a power slam, perhaps. Dasher looking to get out of it. What's he going for? He's got a sleeper hold locked in. He's got the body vice as well.
Dasher Hatfield locking on, cinching in the legs, making Max Smashmaster hold him up. Can he put his lights out though?
Crash of the men, but Dasher doesn't let the hold go.
Dasher hangs on even though he just got sandwiched into the turnbuckle.
There you go, a second time. Finally, Dasher has no choice but to relent. No, but gives it right to him. Jumps right back on his back again.
Back on top, cinching in that sleeper hold. Applying as much pressure as possible.
Right there to check.
Again, those enormous tree trunk-like legs of Smashmaster hold him up, and no, he's going down to one knee. Touchdown with a football tackle. 50-yard line spear, down goes Blaster.
And you gotta think, Smashmaster is fading here down on the canvas. He's not tapping, Bryce is checking the arm.
That's why you get that sleeper on good, you cinch it on good. It doesn't matter how big you are, you go down.
Oh, his arm just dropped the third time, but again,
Sidney Bacabella got on the ring apron and interrupted the count there pretty blatantly.
Well, again, he may not have seen the hand drop the third time, but Smashmaster appears to be out. Barely just stirring here. The match continues.
Smashmaster still down on the canvas as Blaster has made his way back into the ring. Dasher Hatfield in the corner. That took a lot out of Dasher as well. Just trying to take the big man down.
Come on!
Smashmaster now, big hip toss up and over on Dasher. That's a long way to come down. These men have taken a lot of punishment. And there you go, calling for the death blow. This has got to be all for the throwback.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for the throwbacks. This is the coup de grace. This is put away many a team. Wait a minute, but Smashmaster just landed very precariously on that top rope.
Hung out to dry. What do they got in mind here? Double suplex, nicely done. Throwbacks cover.
They hook the leg. But two is not enough. Two throwbacks is not enough to pin Blaster McMassive. These two brutes are taking a massacre right now from both members of the throwbacks.
What do they got in mind here? Could they be going for a double superplex perhaps?
Maybe you're right, LFC, a follow-up to their double suplex on the canvas.
McMassive just shoves both men off. Clubbing blow to the back of the head on Angelosetti.
Mr. Touchdown trying to fight off Blaster, who had him in a chokehold. There goes a superplex from the second rope. Smashmaster misses with the dive off the top. Covers him, both members of the Devastation Corporation. But Blaster, just sheer muscle.
That was very smart there out of Angelosetti, putting the near 400-pound Smashmaster on top of his partner, going for the pin, making it that much more difficult for McMassive to kick out.
Good thing he was strong enough to lift his own partner. Now here.
I had him up for Bo Jackson. If they connected with that, that would have been all. Oh, Bacabella now with that envelope. There's pay win to envelope. I don't think there's just a couple hundreds in there. I think that envelope is loaded if you ask me.
Dasher, powerbomb right in the center of the ring. And that is not how you want. No! Absolutely not, says Dasher Hatfield.
Gavin, you took the words right out of my mouth. I would have hated for this to end in that fashion.
Extra innings, ball game not over.
I can't believe Dasher is still hanging in here with both members of the Devastation Corporation. But he is. That shows what sort of competitor, what sort of athlete, what sort of wrestler Dasher Hatfield is.
And now Smashmaster has Dasher perched on that top rope as Max goes up to the top.
What is he thinking?
Has to be one of the most psychotic things I've ever seen. Smashmaster goes soaring down. Connects with the canvas. Mr. Touchdown from the top rope. Unbelievable balance. Tightrope from the top, and there's a boot. Blaster.
He's got leveled, Mr. Touchdown.
A blast with the boot from Blaster McMassive. Dasher Hatfield still perched on the top turnbuckle, not where he wants to be. Mr. Touchdown unsuccessful, trying to get Blaster down. Blaster now, finally. Looks like he's going to lower the boom.
No, he forgot about Dasher. Super Bo Jackson off the top. The assist from Dasher, cover.
They got him. Big win for the throwback.